What if I want to sell cocaine?
Well, you know, that's going beyond. Let me say this. We have the right to be free up until the time it hurts somebody else. And if I'm out there selling cocaine, I'm hurting somebody else. Because I'm damaging, I'm becoming a facilitator of something that could damage someone. And cocaine is an artificial substance made in a laboratory. It's a pharmaceutical. This type of drug is not conducive to freedom. It's conducive to more control.
What if I want to sell marijuana?
There's a constitutional amendment now in the Colorado Constitution that makes medical marijuana legal. If the people have voted in a constitutional provision that makes medicinal marijuana legal, then you know what? We've got to honor that, because now that is the law of Colorado. So if we're operating under that umbrella of the Constitution, then we're operating under the voice of the people, the voice of the Constitution, which reflects the will of the people. So in that context, I don't have a problem with the medicinal marijuana. But as far as using marijuana, you know, I don't find a bit of problem with it scripturally either.
What I'm trying to do is point out here that it gets pretty dicey.
It does get pretty dicey. Let's call it like this, though. If I'm out, my liberty ends where yours begins. If I haven't damaged anyone, if I haven't hurt anyone, if I haven't inflicted bodily harm, or I haven't damaged your rights, if I haven't trespassed on your property, there's been no damage. If there's no damage, then any exercise of force to try to stop me before I prevent a damage like that is limiting my freedom. And if that becomes to the point where I can't breathe because my breath might offend you, then that's overstepping the boundary. So somewhere in there has to be a balance. Personal responsibility plays into this equation. You can't have liberty in a nation that has a bunch of rebellious people relative to personal responsibility and self-control. So ultimately, in a world of freedom, in an environment of freedom, and Christ would be the champion of this, we need to be personally responsible and sensitive to the liberties of others. And to whatever degree that I'm irresponsible and trespass across that boundary of my liberty and start to damage yours, there's where the boundary is of the limitation on my freedom.
I'm going to ask you a question that I don't want you to answer quite yet, because we have to go to a news break, but I'd like you to think about it a bit. Do you think that's possible, with the respect that we've got so many people that aren't going to be and have brought it to almost can't be personally responsible? Hold that thought and we'll be right back.